developing collaboration across schools. We started with 4 schools: St. Mary's College Isubi, Navisa Girls, Busoga College Mwiri, and Gayaza High School. These schools were selected because they had some capacity of using e-learning, and we wanted to learn with them to see what we can do in the space of e-learning. But you can see that there is that box for new schools, and right now we have moved into so many schools, like I will indicate to you later. But this is the framework of mind that we are using, that schools need to work collaboratively, schools need to connect regularly, schools need to talk to each other, schools need to move away from competition and work in collaboration. And what we imagine one classroom for all the schools in Uganda, one teacher teaching all the students across the country, one teacher training the fellow teachers of chemistry, and so forth. I want to show you what it used to be. In this picture, it shows students of Gayaza High School visiting Busoga College Mwiri for a mathematics discussion. And this is what it used to be when the times were good. But now with COVID, and I don't know until when, this might never be possible. And what would happen at such visits? We would have discussions either in mathematics or chemistry or biology or geography. Maybe not at the S2 level, but at the senior 4 level and senior 6 level at that time. Things have changed, and we have to move beyond what we have been able to find partnership with the Uganda Communications Commission, and that is a government body that deals with technology, but also with the Research Education Network Uganda that fosters educational research within institutions in Uganda, like our schools. So far, through this partnership, we have been able to connect schools to good internet, and so far, 60 schools have been connected to relatively good internet. If you are in your home and you are receiving us well, and you are claiming that you have good internet, this is what we want to see in schools, and that is what we are working on. And our target next 5 years was 1,000 schools, and we hope we shall be able to attain this if Uganda Communications Commission continues partnering with us in this program. And for Uganda Communications Commission to continue, it will be because of your teachers, it will be because of you as students accepting to work with other schools across the technologies that are available. So what are we looking at? We are looking at collaborative this COVID-19 pandemic. To you later, and how we would like to. We are working with teachers across the country to create content, and we are planning to run some lessons with students on this platform. What have we been able to do during the COVID time? When your senior 4s were back in school, we were able to conduct virtual seminars, mathematics and English. Mathematics happened in December, and English happened in February. And it was exciting to see schools talking to each other. This was the sort of setting in many schools. This is Gayaza School, but it was in almost about 60 schools. And we had over 3,000 students joining in this seminar. We could, of course, go onto the platform, you will see all the discussions that were made during the mathematics seminar, but also in the English seminar. And that's how we use the platform. So this picture shows you that Zoom moment in those seminars, and you can now talk to your school from here, Busoga College. I see Nabingo, I see Gayaza, I see St. Mary's, I see Chitovu, I see schools from the far west. All these schools came together like we are coming to today. We were also able to set up an A-level math seminar, and it was also exciting how the schools interact. So going forward, we would like to continue interacting with you as senior twos while you're in your home space, so that we conduct discussions across the board. You may know something in your mathematics or English or chemistry or biology, and if we can set up an activity for you and your parent can allow you to either record your video explaining that something, or to come online like today and we spotlight you and you tell us how to write a business letter or to write an apology letter, which we call a formal letter, or you explain to us that chemistry or biology, we will be appreciative of that effort. We'll be putting a development brick on somebody else who may not know that piece of content. So with that, I want to stop here and wish you congratulations. I'll be in when I can, but I hope the parents here will already learn with other students across the country and always say we are here to forge for the better of education in this country. I also want to appreciate the teachers who are here. Please join us, interact with us. Let us work together and make education meaningful for everyone in this country. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dungu, Ronald, for those remarks and for providing us with an exposition of what the Holistic E-Learning Project is all about. I thought I heard you say that it is an inter-school program that supports learning. So it is not only in one school. And I heard you say that you started with 4 schools, but you are looking to expand to other schools. And you made a clear invitation to other students around the country and teachers to join the program to learn together. I would like to check whether we have representatives from some of the schools that we have been talking about at this time, and I'll give them a minute, not a minute, a second to introduce themselves. So I'm checking, is Busoga College Mwili in at this time? Gayaza, Smack, if you're in, kindly raise your hand so that I give you a chance to introduce yourself to the rest. And then I'll go to representatives from other schools who are here. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Segirinya Vian. I'm a teacher from St. Maria Goretti Katende. I teach mathematics, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. And Vian organized his students to participate in the online seminar that took place between schools in Uganda. So Vian, we are delighted to have you here with us today again as a participant.
Thank you, sir.
We look forward to more students from your school participating. Okay. Do we have representatives from Mengo Senior School? They could be students. If you are from Mengo, because I've been interacting with some of them today, if you manage to log in, you could raise your hand quickly. Some of the students don't want to be identified at this time. Okay, I see Dawn. Dawn, we have allowed you to unmute, and Beckham. Dawn. Okay.
Yeah, I am Beckham in Tublu at Mengo. I'm happy to be in this meeting.
Great. Thank you. Dawn, Dawn, are you able to unmute? Okay. Mary, Mr. Namdala helped to unmute them. Let me pick as you unmute them. Mary, you're going to see a message on your screen. Mary Kabatambus. Mary? Okay, we have not been able to hear from Mary, so I think we could move on with the presentation. If you are not from any of those schools that we have so far mentioned, kindly put up your hand so that we can spotlight you and your school. You are the representative of your school. So if we are mentioning, if you are not from one of the schools that we have so far identified, feel free to raise your hand so that we can spotlight you as a representative of your school. Okay.
Hi, I'm here Praise from Mango, Senior Secondary School, Senior 2 East.
Wow.
Happy to
We are
be
happy
with
to
you.
have you with us here today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Peter Swabwir. Peter Swabwir.
My name is Rednick from St. Valley Senior Secondary School, Stock. In Senior 2 Stock.
Okay. Thank you. From St. Balikudembe, Mr. Kagwa Ham.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
My name is Kagwa Ham, and I'm from Bengo Senior School.
Wow.
Nice to meet you.
You're welcome. We are delighted to see you. Viper. Viper, unmute, please. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Joan from the school S2G.
Okay. Do we have another school represented that has not been mentioned yet? If you are from a school, we have seen St. Maria Goretti Katende, St. Balikudembe, we've seen Busoga College Mwiri, Mengo, Nabisunsa Girls. Are there other people from other schools? I see someone from Mpoma. I think Mr. Matovu.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Sacha Brianna, Gayaza High School Senior 2.
Wow. Gayaza High School Senior 2, we are happy to have you with us today. Let's have... Okay. We have Mpoma girls. Representative from Mpoma, please speak up.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is David Matovich Sivika.
Okay.
I work with Informa Girls School. I'm delighted to be with my fellow teachers this afternoon and learners from all over Uganda. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll go to Khalid. Mr. Matovu, you are welcome. Khalid.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm Khalid Mohamud, a representative and a teacher from Secondary School Tembe.
Okay.
I'm happy to be with you on this platform as we share content.
Okay, exactly. Thank you. You're most welcome. And then Ampumuza.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Ampumuza Perfect. Mango
Okay.
SS. S2
Ampumuza Perfect. Mango SS. You're most welcome. Now I think we are going to move on to the next item on our agenda, which is how do we want to learn? And we are going to push the ball to you guys so that you can tell us how you want to learn. One thing that has spurred this discussion for us to start talking about, is my screen shared? I think so. One thing that has spurred this discussion to lead us to invite you is this. We had a lockdown, March 2020. Senior twos locked down after a month. The whole of 2020, senior twos never went back to school. 2021, you went back in June, and many of you were in school for a week, and then we are back in the lockdown. How are we progressing? Are we able to continue reading? Are we able to continue learning? What does the future hold? And what can we do as educators, as parents, to support you to continue learning? We think that we can leverage the networks that we have built over time. We've had networks, like Mr. Dung pointed out, where teacher volunteers have come together over time to improve teaching and learning. We've had situations where schools have collaborated together, forming associations to support each other. Do we have an opportunity as educators, as parents, as students, to support each other to learn during this particular time? That is what brings us here today. And therefore, we pose this question to you. How do you want to learn? How do you want to be supported to learn? What should learning look like? What are those things you need to be in place? Would the discussion work? Would the seminar be the thing? Is it not? What do you want? How can we support you? This is your chance as learners, particularly, to tell us how we want to learn. Then we can build from there to support you to learn. This is your chance as a parent who is there to listen in. And then we'll come back during the moderation time so that we know how we can support the students to continue learning. Over to you, ladies and gentlemen. How do you want to learn? This is how I propose we do it. Number one, we have our chat room open. So feel free to use the chat room. Number two, you raise your hand. I'll mention your name. And my colleague, Mr. Namdala, who is somewhere else, will unmute you so that you can contribute. I'm going to stop the sharing of the screen so that you can be able to contribute. So how do you want to learn? Over to you.
Mr. Kalima, unmute yourself.
You mean all the time I've been muted?
No, just because now we need order. That's why I had to mute all of them. Those ones
worried.
put up their hands, I select them, then they put on their videos, then I spotlight them so that everyone can be able to see them.
Okay. I was worried that I had been muted all along. Okay. So over to you people. Put up your hand, raise your hand. We will pick you and then you communicate. The chat room is open. We are monitoring the chat room and we summarize the points. Then we discuss. How do you want to learn? Over to you. I see a hand up already, and the hand up belongs to Ampumuza. Perfect. You want to be the first to communicate, right? Ampumuza, go ahead, please. Ampumuza, you are still muted. You need to unmute. We are sending a message on your screen, then hit unmute. Yes, now we can hear you.
I'm Richard from SS. Then I was saying that we should get questions and answer them. Then the next lesson we should post our answers and you tell us if they are correct or wrong. Then we some questions.
I thought I heard you say that you write questions, post the answers. You write, we give you a question and you write it, then we give you some guidance. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I said give us like questions, we can research, then we bring our answers.
Okay. So we give questions and then you guys give answers. Okay, that is method number 1. Let's go to Richard. Ahumuza Richard.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I thought that we bring our researches the next lesson.
Okay, thank you. Then perfect
or wrong.
Okay, thank you. We got perfect now. Perfect. Okay. We are patient with you because, okay. So let's say, now let me go to as we wait for the hands, I go to the chat room so that we read through some of the comments from the chat room. So let's look at the comments in the chat room. So number 1, I'm Simbi Rodney Balikudembe. That's an introduction. Yep. And then saying, thank you for this program. You're most welcome. Another one, Christine says, we want to learn through seminars and discussions which are not for paying. So seminars and discussions, but not for paying. Okay. Another one says, someone said, I think they're in support. Another one said, yeah. Okay. And one from Mengo says, okay, anyone? Yes, I've seen the discussion. Christine says, you are right about the discussion. It seems like many of you are interested in having a discussion. And some are saying, oh, yes, that's a good thing. And then says, that's nice, through seminars. Okay, seminars. Another one that is from Namulindwa. Namulindwa is saying, learning practically through participation. So Namulindwa doesn't want people to just come and tell her things. She's saying, I want to learn practically through participation, just like you're participating at this time. Then I see Kagwa Ham is saying, providing notes with explanation. Notes with explanation. Now, thank you, Kagwa. And then to the rest of you, I'm putting forward a question. How do you want to receive the notes when you say notes with explanation? So start thinking about that. Cheptoik Joshua Kiprop is saying, online, yes, is good, but I think practical learning is better. That's why I think we go to school. Practical learning is better. He's supporting practical learning. He's saying online is good, but practical learning. And then someone said, I think we should, this is Bagonya Shafiq saying, I think online lessons. So Shafiq is saying maybe we should have online lessons. Then Rodney says, I prefer we get notes with WhatsApp. So Rodney is saying we get notes with the WhatsApp. Okay. Another one said, having an online tutor. Who has this one? Dawn, online tutor. So Dawn is preferring an online tutor. Okay, let's go. I'm suggesting, this one is Beckham, I'm suggesting that you give us the notes through WhatsApp, and then we have the explanation here on Zoom. Okay, so he's saying that one on WhatsApp, and then we add it to Zoom meeting. Maybe another one is saying, and this is Ahumuza, is saying maybe we can also have a teacher teaching us live. Okay, teacher teaching us live. I'm making a note. Then I'm seeing here providing us with detailed information and practical learning skills, like giving us videos that explain better and show the real facts. So someone saying detailed explanation. So senior twos are saying they want detailed explanation and videos. This is from Joshua. And then I'm seeing Blessed says notes through Google Classroom. So Blessed is saying notes, and the notes should be through Google Classroom. Okay, I think we do have most of the points. Please keep them coming. We will be following up on these particular comments that you have made. Then another one is saying, I'll create a platform of notes on Zoom. Should we create a platform of notes and Zoom lesson for explanation? Okay. Can we have a platform which has notes? Then we follow it up with Zoom explanation. Who was that? This is Benon. So Benon is saying we want to create a platform which has notes, and then you follow it up with Zoom explanation. And then Amina is saying on Zoom, maybe some science lessons should also show lab experiments. Okay, so when we're on Zoom, we can also show science experiments. That one is from Amina. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your comments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We are monitoring the chat room, and we shall use this in the phase of resolutions and way forward. Let me beam the program so that we can transition to the next item on our agenda. How do we want to learn? Some of the things you have mentioned, I've picked voice explanation. You've said WhatsApp. You said sharing videos. You said notes, seminars, student discussions. And of course, you've talked about the science experiments, which we are adding on our platform. Now, at this time, allow me to invite Mr. Namdala first to share with us how a learning management system can support learning. So we've picked this. Let us hear from him how a learning management system, such as the Navisa e-learning platform, can support learning. And then we integrate these components to develop resolutions at this time. So over to you, Mr. Namdala, to take us through how an e-learning platform, such as Navisa Girls e-learning platform, can support learning during this COVID time.
Thank you, Mr. Gorova. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Gorova. My name is Namdala Bakan, and I'm a teacher of history and geography at Navisa Girls School. Today, I'm going to pass you through the Navisa e-learning platform and how it works and how it helps learners to learn when they are at school and when they are not at school, especially when you look at this time where the education system has been put down. So we are looking at one of the solutions to help us to learn. These are the learning management system. Now, let me share my screen and I take you through the Navisunsa e-learning platform and what we have. Let me hope you can see my screen very well. Mr. Goloba, can they see my screen?
Hello, we are only seeing the desktop, not the
okay,
platform.
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Okay. Okay. Now let me start. We have this e-learning platform for Navisunsa. Let me yeah, this system, you can access it from Chrome or go in a browser. Now when you type in Navisunsa, when you type in Navisunsa, it gives you such an interface as you see. Then you go to the Navisunsa Girls e-learning platform. That's where you go. Then when you tap on Navisunsa e-learning platform, they are going to give you such an interface. They give you such an interface. It is having, these are HSC Girls for Navisunsa. These ones are Form 1s, Navisunsa, and these ones are Form 4 Navisunsa Girls. Now, for learners for Navisunsa, they were given, each learner was given a username and a password. So for them, what they do, they tap on login. Like for example, when you tap on login, and even teachers, that's the same formula, the same format. Now, when you type in your username, each Navisunsa student was given a username. Now, for Navisunsa students, what they do, they tap here, like my email, then they put there the password, then they have to remember so that they don't log in again. It's the same procedure which we use with Facebook, where you remember your username so that you don't log in again. Now, they log in like this. They don't log in as guests, but they log in. Let me log in and you see. Yeah, it is coming now already. Now I'm in. This learning management system for Navisunsa, like for example, it can help you to see people who are online. Like for example here, it shows that I'm inside the system right now, but there is some learner already learning. It is like Facebook. It can show you that this person is online. When you see a teacher, you can easily say, hey, Mr. Namdala is online. Then you go and you inbox Mr. Namdala. Now we have created in this system, we have created different courses. In this system, subjects are called courses. As you see here, already we created this A-level geography. It is public. All Form 5s can access it. Then within the system, we have where we put Zoom link. That's where the learners tap and they go, they attend Zoom lessons. Then we have the education technology. That's where we put all the videos to teach the Navisunsa students on how to use different apps. Like for example, we use like scanning. These learners, when they are submitting their work, they have to learn how to use these apps. I think you have them. We have Google Drive. They teach you how to submit your work. Yeah, here we have CamScanner. So here, basically, we put their videos to teach learners on how to scan documents, and they put it in the Word, they put it in PDF so that it can be marked by the teacher. Now, let me try to be fast. Right now, now Form 2s are having such a course. In this course, we have many things. Like for example, let me try to tap on history. In history, we have different, like history as a course. We have created there history recorded lessons. So learners in Navisunsa, they can tap there. When they tap there, they go and visit different recorded lessons by different teachers. And they tap, like for example, they can tap here and the video will start. Here we have our history teacher. He's called Teacher Nudin. Then you wait, you are going to see. Okay. So they can be able to see this lesson. Once again, all learners, they can. We are going to look at now the organization of Then I can proceed to another thing. We can go to a topic called some course code. Let me get it here, history. Then in this learning system, we have something called interactive notes. Like for example, we have created digital notes for learners. These digital notes, we can create notes like, for example, this one, it's called book, but it's an interactive resource. Then when you tap on it, the teachers in Navisunsa, like for example, we have a topic about slave trade. And this topic, we have real notes. Learners, they have the real notes, like in their books. Then we put their videos, like for example here, you can see we have this video about slave trade. We put their videos, as you see here. Learners can be able to see videos about slave trade.
Slave ships were filled with
Slave
pain,
trade, how people
suffering,
are,
and death. 11 million men and women.
But we put their videos showing them the different things about. Then
captured
stop that one. Then let me go down again. We are still in the same notes. The normal notes you see, like as you see here, reasons for the increase in slave trade by. These notes are there, so learners can copy notes. After copying notes, the explanations are put there. So the teacher is there to explain the above notes. As you see here already, Mr. Nudin is there. He records his video explaining the above notes, and you can be able. So there is no need to have the teacher at that time. So for you, you can go and read the notes. Then you also observe the video. Let me go to another.
I think we've lost Mr. Namdala for a moment. We give it a minute. I think his system is stuck a bit, but if it continues that way, we will move on to the next one. I think his internet is down at this time. So, okay. Okay, let me pick up from where he's been at. When he comes back, we'll follow up. Now, I've logged into the platform, which Mr. Namdala was talking about, the e-learning platform for Nabisunsa. I've logged in, and I want to continue from where he stopped. When he comes back, we will be able to show. Okay. So he's been in Senior 2. He was showing the books of Senior 2 Geography, Senior 2 History. For me, what I've done is to go into a Senior 2 Geography course as we wait for him to come back, if he manages to make it back. And I'm going to the books. One idea we are talking about is an interactive book at this time. So, Senior 2s, some of you have been in different schools. You are studying Switzerland or Rhinelands. Some of you are doing a different area. I've seen Mwiri, I think, was doing East Africa. You're doing different things. Platforms like these could have content that you probably could use. Let me talk about Switzerland here. So we launch Switzerland. Again, here you have notes. And this time we are integrating it with audio, with a teacher's voice. So you could have the notes and then the video which illustrates the notes. Then you have the map, etc., etc. Now, is it possible, like you said earlier on, for us to have WhatsApp so that you record, the teacher has given you notes of WhatsApp, but then, let me first stop sharing. Is it possible for a teacher to provide you with notes and then there is an audio explanation so that even if it's not a video, but there is a voice that explains those notes, I think it's possible. I'm going to show you an example of one which has been done. And then I'll cross over to a platform that is jointly done by different schools. That is the Holistic E-Learning Program for Uganda. So let me first show you one section where a course was created out of teachers' notes. And then there is an audio explanation. At this time, if Mr. Kakinda Daniel, if you're online, Mr. Kakinda, kindly prepare, because after this demonstration, I'm going to give you a chance to take people through the holistic e-learning platform, to take them inside the platform itself. Before I go on, Mr. Kakinda, if you're on, kindly let me know so that I give you that opportunity. Are you on, Daniel? Mr. Kakinda? Okay. I have not got him, but no problem. If I don't get him, we'll continue with that arrangement. Daniel?
Hello?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, Daniel, I'll be giving you an opportunity in the next 5 minutes to take us through one of the courses on the e-learning platform, the holistic e-learning platform. You will have 7 minutes to just give us an exposition, and then we have a discussion on how people can eventually get into a platform of that nature.
Okay.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I go back to Navisa platform. I'm going to share my screen. And I hope people, you realize that we do not need to be in the same location to study. Mr. Kakinda is in one place, Mr. Namdala is another, I am here, and we are coordinating this teaching. So we can have teachers from around Uganda support you. Like we've had the teacher from Chotera, Sacred Heart Chotera. We've worked with him. He was teaching his students using WhatsApp. That is what he was doing. He was taking pictures of the notes. He was scanning the notes, sending them, and then he would follow it up with an explanation, an audio explanation. So for us, we got him, we got the notes, converted them into a course. And I want to go here in geography where it is published. So if your teacher who has been giving you notes, we can change them. So we created this, and I'm now progressing to his course. I'm going to stop sharing to be sure that I've shared the audio as well, because I could have shared without the audio. Yeah, sound, it is there. Okay. So this is his course. Mr. Namdala, if you're back, let me know, because I rely on you to tell me whether people are able to hear me. So he was teaching mining. He's called Mr. Charles Kagoye. So we got his notes, converted them into a book, an online book, the one I'm sharing now.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
That is his voice. So
I trust and believe that everyone is okay, and you are keeping to the standard operations and safeguarding yourself from COVID-19 by putting on masks.
You can stop him, you can forward him, and listen what he has said.
To define that mining refers to the
and navigate to a particular section. I'm going to go to this area here. You can see the notes are here, and then his explanation is here.
Okay, let's continue. Now, we want to look at the factors. What could be the factors that could have contributed, or that could have favored the development of mining in the United States of America?
Dear students, I want you to get to my point that in this explanation at advanced level, it is important for you to know that you are going to identify a point. You are going to be able to explain.
I've stopped him, but this is what we are talking about. And like Mr. Namdala told you, we can have a video inserted in that. Some of that content could be done by you through seminars, like what we said earlier on. So now I'm going to go to a section, and the platform is called Holistic E-Learning Platform for
Mr.
Uganda.
Gorova,
The address is
Mr. Gorova.
Yes, Mr. Namdala.
I just wanted to show them a little about the e-learning platform that it can bring complete learning. I'm sorry for that. I got some challenge with the network, but I'm back.
We
Just let me
understand.
share a little thing, and you see that learning can be completed using such management system, learning management system. Let me share my screen again, and you see. Some of you will be there saying that this is a Form 1 course. Let me select like geography. Let me hope they can hear me. Geography, we put there assignments for learners. Then when we put assignments for learners, for these learners, what they are supposed to do is to look for Senior 1 geography assignments. When they tap there, the learners submit their work. For the learners, when they submit their work, me as a teacher, I go there, I can mark them remotely. For them, they remain at their home, like this is the assignment I gave them. These are Form 1. Mr. Golba, let me hope they can still hear me. And they can see very well.
We are able to hear you, and you can see the pictures on the screen.
This is the assignment we gave Form 1s. It was about photographic interpretation. And after doing, me as a teacher, I can be able to know how many learners are there, how many have submitted, and how many did I grade, and how many have not graded. Now, when I tap on grading, they are going to show me, you are going to see that we can mark using this system. This learner submitted her work. She's called, they scan their work into PDF. When they scan, me as a teacher, I tap here, I pick a pen. As you see, I have picked a pen. I can rotate. I can put a cross on the work. Like, for example, I can say, no, this work is wrong. This work is wrong. This work is wrong. Even I have a rubber. I can remove the rubber, everything which I have been putting there. Then let me show you. Then when I want to mark, I can tap here and I look at her work. Then I say tick. Then I look at this one also. This one is good. And right now I don't have my mouse. That's why you see my tick is not that perfect. I didn't move with it. Then I scroll down. Then I see her points. Then I say, yeah, she has got it. Then I say, yeah, she has got it. Then I mark her work. That shows that we can mark and we do exams online. On this platform, as you see, we can mark learners. After marking, I put there the grades. Here, as you see, let me try to move down. I can put there the grades. Then if after, I can even come and I upload for you the marking guide. Even I can comment on your work and I say, hello, you failed here, but next time try to improve. As you see, I'm doing it. Then I attach. So when I attach, the learner will find my voice. Hello, you failed here, but next time try to improve. Then I put there the grades. I can put there the grades for the learner in the system. As you see, I can put there the grades and say she has got 45. Then after I save the paper, then I go to the next person. So that's what we have for the Navisa e-learning platform. So what we are trying to mean here, that we can learn everything which we have been doing at school, we can do it when we are at home. You do your work, you submit, we can do exams from home, we can do everything. I think, Mr. Goloba, that is my submission. Yeah, thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Thank you very much, Mr. Namdala, for highlighting how we can learn through a professional e-learning platform with a dedicated team of teachers like you. Thank you very much. Before I invite Mr. Kakinda, I want us to pause a bit and see if there are urgent questions in the chat room. So I'm giving it a minute. Warm greetings, a quick scan of comments. This is appreciation. Most of the comments is appreciation. If you have questions, send them. And when Mr. Kakinda completes his presentation, we will go to the last part, which is a discussion of the resolutions and way forward. Mr. Kakinda, you're most welcome to share with us about the holistic e-learning platform where students can access learning materials. What are some of the materials in that platform?
Hello?
You're most welcome.
Mr. Goloba, allow him to share.
Mr. Kakinda, would you like to share your screen?
Sure. Can you enable sharing?
Yes, but let's make you a co-host because people will keep writing on the screens. I think that would be more efficient.
Yeah.
Please check if you are able to share now. How come you're not a co-host? Yes, you are.
Oh,
okay.
I think I should.
Yeah, now you can share.
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Daniel.
You see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Daniel.
I'm Kakinda Daniel. I'm one of the project implementation team members for the HELP e-learning platform, which is a platform which is sponsored by UCC. Okay. I will take you through I will just share one of the courses which we have there, one of the subjects which we have there. In particular, I would share the interactive multimedia physics course. Now, the few features which I would want you to note when I take you through the course. Okay, you will note that this course has well-sequenced multimedia physics notes broken logically into digestible chunks. Okay, of course, as students, when they are trying to learn on their own, and this particular course which I'm going to share is meant for self-study. Students can actually go through the course with very little assistance from the teachers. Okay? So apart from the well-sequenced multimedia physics notes, you have practical activities which the students can do at home, okay, using the materials which are available at home. Okay, but there are also videos. You'll also notice that there are also videos of laboratory demonstrations using the materials they would have used when they are at school. Okay, so for instance, if you are doing physics at home, I'm very sure they don't have they don't have telescopes, they don't have microscopes, they don't have, but you have video laboratory demonstrations for this. Okay, there are also videos within the course which show application of physics concepts in daily life. Okay, then we have progressive assessment. Okay, of course, one of the things we can really require in teaching, the students need to know, okay, how am I doing? Okay, so they are we have progressive assessment, and as you would note, some of the assessment is interactive and self-marking. We can be done online, but also we could be downloaded. Okay, the students can download these ones here. They can do them offline. Okay, and we have provided answers which their parents can mark them using the answers we have provided. Then you have numerical examples, work examples. Okay. Of course, in a subject like physics, there are quite a lot of numerical calculations we can be done. So you notice that there are numerical work examples with detailed solutions. We also have essay type of questions. Okay, those ones we can not A, B, C, D, where students have to describe, explain, and so on, for both progressive and end of assessment. Then at the end of each chapter, as you'd see, their notes we can be downloaded and printed by students. Okay, so we discourage students from trying to open notes in their books as they try to read through the chapters with the different topics. So I definitely know that it is cheaper for them in terms of time, even the amount to save them from writing. All the notes are given at the end of each topic. They can download and print and read the notes. We also have the question and answer forum, where if the students have a problem, there is a question week they really want to ask the facilitators. There are facilitators online, they can use the forum to ask those facilitators. So I just want to get you into one of the courses. Do you see my second screen?
Yes, we are able to see the screen, which has interactive multimedia physics title.
Yes, okay. There's a screen which has the interactive multimedia title. Now, one of the things I just want to spend a bit of, let's say, 1 minute on how to navigate around, okay? At the top here of the screen, you have these other bars. There are 3 bars. Now, when you click on the 3 bars here, a menu comes, and this menu has, you have the different topics. Okay, the topics here have been included as chapters, but each chapter is covering certain topics. Now, chapter 1 to chapter 5 is covering the topics of mechanics topics, mechanics and properties. This course is on mechanics and properties of math and physics for O level. Chapter 1 to chapter 5 covers the topics week are supposed to be covered in S1, okay? And since you are S2s, this course is based on the old curriculum which the S2s are doing. So the chapters you see, measurements, density 1 to 5, you are supposed to have covered them in S1. Then chapters 6 to 10 are chapters of S2, okay? And chapters 10 to 15 are chapters which we cover in S3, okay? Now, the advantage, when you are since you are in S2, okay, and these chapters are there, you can read the chapters for S2, but you can also, you have an opportunity to go through the chapters which you are supposed to have covered in S1, they are there. And also, if you want to read ahead, you can go through the chapters in S6. Sorry, in S3, you can read ahead. So this bit is important. Now there's a cross here. If I want to remove that menu, then I click off that cross, okay? So as when you enter into the platform, it is important that, okay, you know that that bit would be so useful, okay? Now let me remove this other menu here, and then I get back to this other bit here. Now you would notice that for some of them, like this one, if you see hidden from the students, okay, where you see hidden from the students, there's still some fine tuning which we are doing, okay? But soon all that stuff would be there after I have finished with this fine tuning. Now, I just want to take you through one of them to give you a sense, okay? And let me pick 2 chapters of S2, since you are S2s, okay? There's chapters 8, okay, which is simple machines, and there's 9. Maybe let me go to 9 first, okay, and I'm just going to use it to demonstrate. So when you click here, it brings another screen. You see chapter 9, pressure in solids. Now there are 2 things here, okay? You see there's this one which has black, which is HP5, okay? That is where you should be, you should click, okay? So when you click there, you get into the content for that chapter. Again, I want you to note that there's another 3 bar here, okay? You see there's another menu here, okay? And if you clicked this one, that menu would go off. If you click again, this menu would come back. Now, what is the advantage of having the menu there? Okay? Now, when you look at the first, for instance, the first page, the opening page, it has the content areas, what this topic covers, but also it has the learning objectives, okay? What are you expected to know by, okay, during and upon successful completion of the course? So as a student, you need to keep on cross-checking. Yes, this is what I'm expected to have known. Do I know it? Okay. Now let me just get here on this menu. On this menu, you would notice that the content has been broken up into digestible, as I said, digestible chunks. So if I chose from here, maybe you see this is the introduction here. Okay, this is pressure exerted by solids. Okay, so it moves down. Okay, there's a worked example here. Okay, and this worked example, when you look at it here, it says solution to the worked example. If you want to get to you can work it out yourself, but if you want to get to the detailed solution to the worked example, you click on this. Okay, when you click on that, it should be able to pop up. It pops up the detailed solution to that worked example. Okay, let me get back here. Now, again, you could jump to another point. Okay? For instance, if you wanted to your interest here, what I really mean here is that you don't have to read just linearly, okay? So if your interest was really just to look at Pascal's principle, you can click here and it would take you there, okay? Now, in terms of the progressive, again, you would notice that throughout the chapter, there is progressive assessment. For instance, here, after looking at pressure exerted by solids, application of that one, is an assessment, progressive assessment. If you clicked on that progressive assessment, you would note that it has, first of all, what I was calling the interactive part, okay? So in the interactive part, this is the mark choice bit. This is self-marking. So if you say pressure is defined as, okay, suppose in your case you chose this, maybe you can cross-check and see whether really that is the right answer or that is not the right answer. You can have a retry of that question, okay? And of course, when you retry, the answers are shuffled so that you don't use Coulomb work. So pressure is defined as force point area, okay? For instance, that, and then when you get it right, you can move forward, okay? But if you don't have enough data, okay, and to do the question online, it is possible for you, you can download it, you can click here, you can download that same exercise. Of course, this one is not going to be interactive, okay? But you print it out, you do it Okay, taking your time. Now at the bottom here, we have the answers to that. Our advice is that when you print it out, you keep this page off, you do the work, and then after that you can mark yourself. But this one also has the progressive assessment, has the essay type of questions, which you can really see. Those are there. But also, if you wanted to do the essay type of questions offline, you can click here, print out. Okay. So lastly, I just want to share here, if you go to end of chapter here, as I said, you find a number of things. So all of the notes we have, okay, you have been seeing online and so on, all of those notes are indicated here, okay? So you really don't have to spend your time copying those notes. You can go to, if you wanted the notes, you can go to the end of chapter and print them out. So in terms of, let's get here.
Hello, Mr. Kakinda, we could move towards summarizing because we'd like to discuss the issues that are arising from
I think
these presentations.
The other bit, I think I can stop at that point, okay? In terms of the videos are there as you go through the notes. Okay, back to you.
Okay.
Ayub.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel, for that presentation. Thank you, Mr. Namdala, for the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is, how do we move forward? What recommendations do we have? We started by saying we could use notes. Now we could, other experts are also saying there are solutions they have seen that might work. So this is time for us to look at some of those resolutions for moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, these platforms are secure platforms. What does it mean? We have sections where people can only access notes and go. But we also have sections where most of the content is, where the actual interaction takes place, where teachers, students, and learners meet and share. Mr. Namdara demonstrated to you that you can submit an assignment and it is marked. Mr. Kakinda has demonstrated to you that there are materials you can use and you can even get assessments inside. So for these platforms, we usually register so that we know who you are. Usually, at least for what we have done for the 4 schools, Nabisunsa, Gayaza, St. Mary's College Kisubi, and Mwiri. For those schools, their emails, their login information for their school platforms also work for the holistic e-learning platform generally. So for the rest of you from other schools, if you would like to be added, we would request you to register. Indicate your name and the name of your school. This form is for only, the one we have created is for only senior 2s. So if you're in Form 2, I have shared a form with you in the chat room where you can register. And if you so wish, we create for you an account so that you can start using our platforms. Please indicate the school and indicate the contact of someone who is responsible for you so that we can get in touch and work with you. So it is in the chat room and will be shared. Now we open up the discussion to you for you to share with us what do we want as a way forward. What is the way forward? What have we seen? How can we be supported? How do we want to move forward? So the chat room is open and the discussion is open to you all. This is how we are going to do it. My colleague, Mr. Namdala, will be spotlighting you. For purposes of the video, it might be a good idea for you to turn on your video when we spotlight you so that we can record. So I'll pick the person, my colleague will spotlight that person. Put up your hand if you want to speak, but if you don't want to speak, just text us in the chat room, we shall read the messages. Let us start with the Joshua, and then we shall go to Shalom, Arthur Shalom. Joshua, you have the floor. Joshua? Joshua has disappeared. Let's go to Arthur Shalom. Arthur Shalom, please unmute.
Even
You
good
might also
afternoon.
want to turn on your video if you don't mind. It is not a must to turn on your video.
Right. Saying that I'm from Mango SS, and I wanted to ask about after us registering, what shall happen next? Are we going to inform our send messages to our parents, then we go straight to the classes?
Good question. What will happen next? Let's take a few more questions as we wait. Then we'll answer. What will happen next? And I think that should be the plan for today. What next do we want to see after here? What do we want to see? So his question, if we register, what will happen next? We'll discuss that. Thank you, Arthur. Shalom. I'm also hitting the chat room because some people prefer to use the chat room. Someone I've seen, Victoria Stacy, has said our parents also need to support us by giving us gadgets, because we need to have consistency while studying. Victoria Stacy, your comment is loud and clear. And the parents who will watch this, I am sure, will understand. Vianney says, thank you, sir, for the good work. I would like to join all those platforms. So this gentleman is saying, as a way forward for him, he wants to join all the platforms. Okay, maybe to contribute, maybe to pick materials as well. Another one, are they also going to pay? Are they for pay? We shall answer that question. And then Shanice says, I think teachers should let them know. I think teachers should let them know because they may think we are lying. Okay. That the teachers should let the parents know because they might think that you are lying. So one way is make sure that you inform parents. Another suggestion, by the way, if you have a suggestion, you can raise your hand and we pick it. I see, okay. If you'd like to speak, if you want your voice heard, raise your hand. Otherwise, I'll just read your comment. Secondly, when you send a direct message to me, a direct message, I will read your comment, but I will not read your name. Because that it might mean to me that you probably don't want to be identified, but you want to have your comment read. Okay, I also see another comment, how teachers can be registered on to access the platform. Now, for the teachers who are here today, for this one, please register using this form because we put a slot for teachers, but that is for today. We made this form quickly. We shall make another one. But for those who are here today, register and then tick the section for a teacher. We shall know that you're a teacher who is interested in senior 2 work. Question, excuse me, sir, this is Shiba. How can I join the platform if I am not in that school? Okay, join if you are not from the school, from another school. I think let me answer this and then we shall continue. So the first question was, what next after registration? I think some people have provided the answers. We would like to get in touch with your parents And when we agree on the platform on the next steps, we involve you. We don't promise as of now. We are saying, if we have your contact, the resolutions we take today, we will work through, and when we want to move forward, you'll be the first person we contact. The content is available, but you'll be the first person to contact, probably to register and move forward. So thank you. Next, are these for paying? Now this, when I was starting, I said in this initiative, we have volunteer teachers. At least as of now, we are all volunteering. We will not require you to pay to access. We require you to be responsible people. That's why we are saying register, put the name of your parent, put the name of your school so that we can follow up. So because we have teachers, students from different schools, girls and boys of different schools, we want to be sure that the people who associate are straight people we can talk to, we can share, we can mold together. Okay, so at least we know it is not for payment. Then you said inform the parents. I think we'll do that. That's why we need their contacts. And then if I am not from that school, how do I join? We are saying we are using inter-school networks. Help Platform has been put together by different schools and teachers. Navisa Platform has an open section where a student, even if you're not from Navisa, can access. There is a closed section, but we also have an open section. So if it's a one school platform, we are encouraging schools to put an open section which the public can access. Okay. Mr. Namdala, do you want to add before I continue?
No, I
okay.
don't have.
I continue. And if they are, okay. Let me read the next set of comments. I see Nabisonsa method is better. Okay, thank you. Hello, sir. I'm registered. I have registered. Should I receive confirmation message or not? No, you're not going to receive a confirmation message. We have put up this form quickly. We'll get your contact, and then we are following up. The question is, do we want something like this to continue? How do you want it to continue? You said discussions. How do we want to continue? So I'm looking forward to hearing your suggestions as we close. We do have 7 minutes, and in 7 minutes, I think we should have picked your comments. So how do you want it to continue? I see Joshua, your hand is up. I'm wondering whether it is a mistake. If it's not a mistake, Joshua, let's give a chance to talk. If it's not a mistake. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Joshua, continue. Joshua, unfortunately, this time we are not able to hear you. Please type, use the chat room and type your comments. We are unable to hear you, Joshua. So let's go to Khalid.
I myself am really nice because that I think agreement.
Joshua? Joshua, kindly type your comment. This time we're unable to hear you. Let's go to Khalid. Khalid.
Okay, thank you very much. I have enjoyed the discussion in here. Now I would wish to inquire from you, Mr. Ayub. How far have we gone to inform the teachers and basically the school head teachers and the parents about this? Because we have quite a big number of learners across the country. And when you look at, for a start, we have around 80 participants. And yet we are looking forward to having a bigger number in the community so that we don't leave anyone behind. Some people are willing, but they might not be aware of the program. Then others, most of the parents are reluctant to this program, not only to the secondary level, but up to the university level. Because I witnessed it one time, I found out that parents speak that when learners are at home, there is nothing like academics. Academics will only take place at on when learners are at school. So I wish that we try to promote this program, inform parents, inform the head school administrators about this, so that we see what next. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Khalid, for that recommendation that we need to increase awareness of this particular initiative. Okay, thank you. Do we have other recommendations of things that we need to do? Students, how do you think we should move forward? Okay, I see, but we are paying, okay. I'm going into the chat room. My colleagues, if there is a comment in the chat room that I could have missed, let me know so that we can be able to handle that one. Okay. Now, a direct question to students. What do you want to see after here? I repeat the question. You have had a lot of things. You have experienced platforms. You have shared. What do you want to see happen the day tomorrow? What do you want to see happen? Over to you. What do you want to see happen? Chat room is open. Discussions are open. Shiba, your hand is up. Mr. Namdala, kindly beam Shiba. Shiba? Shiba, I am not able to get you well. Could you try again?
Her network is not nice.
Okay. Shiba will keep monitoring your line to see if it goes through well. We will give you another chance, Shiba. Then let's go to Mr. Emperor, 256. Mr. Namdala, are you unmuting him? Or should I?
I have unmuted him.
Okay, Mr. Emperor, 256. What do you want to see happen tomorrow?
What I want to say is that what I want to say, like, if it could mix the insect, like, praise, we can better use code if you friend different thing all over.
Okay, Emperor, we are not able to pick you, but I am so interested in your comments. Unfortunately, I missed it, but kindly write it. We are monitoring the chat room. We'll leave this thing open for a minute so that we can be able to pick that comment. Let's pick Bagon here. Bagon here.
So I think I have a suggestion that all schools should adopt the Navisa way of e-learning, because the notes are given with explanations in the videos and audios, such that a student can access it at any time, and then
Okay, but
they should allow us to have the gadgets and use them very well. And also our fellow students, when our parents pay data or buy for us data or give us anything like a gadget, should use it very well, not for other things like games, watching other videos on internet, and use it for the learning process only. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I heard you say that, just to summarize, that number one, we can borrow a leaf from the Navisa method where I have videos and explanations. Number two, that we encourage gadgets, we as parents to provide with gadgets. And number three, a recommendation to fellow students to use the gadgets provided properly for academic purposes. Okay. There was a question. When are we starting the lessons? We will communicate. But it seems like you want the lessons to start immediately. So that is one. I'm reading, I think you should create a general WhatsApp group of all students in the program for easy communication. That's another suggestion, create a WhatsApp group for everyone. Unfortunately, WhatsApp handles only 256 people, 250 something like that. And we are looking to having a lot more. But it's a good idea, a good suggestion you have made. Let's register your contacts. Okay. Do we have more? We have registered, etc., etc. And then, so ladies and gentlemen, if there are no other questions, certainly there might be others, but time is not on our side. I think we've already eaten into your time. I would like to thank you very much for your time, for turning up today. I request you to turn on your cameras so that we can, Mr. Nabdala, you could also open the audio so that we can just have a screenshot. So kindly turn on your cameras for today, and then we wave to each other for this day. I'd like to thank you very much for your time and dedication. I would like to thank my colleagues at Navisa Girls School, Mr. Namdala, and the team. I would like to thank the team that I work with at the Holistic E-Learning Program for Uganda Help, Mr. Dungu, Mr. Mbale, Mr. Kakinda. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank our funders in the Uganda Communications Commission who have supported our work and the Holistic E-Learning Program for Uganda. Thank you very much. We are making a difference to the lives of the people here in Uganda. I've taken the screenshot. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Guys, thank you for attending. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Ai nango bimnasubra. Ya nagma abe na bonga ye go mun.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Muwe kuna bampi, bona basule ku. nango biwame niwo basobola. Bana mwida kubananga omupiira namuwulire nduli. Muweku. Mtaja mu luguudo.
Nice.
Is this guy coming over with him?
I love you, man. You're sweet like yeah. You're going to get your money.
Is it my speaker or this guy's speaker? It's irritating my ear.
Jako music wose bo banyabo.
No, it's fine. I was just happy to recognize you. If I don't find out who it is. I think I'm also Bonali.
Yeah, speak.
Whoosh. Let me leave. I have to use my data for something else.
What will you skull?
I skull.
Skull. Who are you?
Hannah, well,
What?
you'll get to know soon, but you'll get to know soon.
Ah, that's charity. It's charity. It's charity, guys. I have identified the voice. It's charity.
How can you really mistake me for someone else? I'm even out there. Now leave.
Yeah, I know your voice. It's you.
I'll be on thought.
Charity busy feeling go nurse.
Shanice, play music.
From people are busy running away like what?
You know,
Shanice, share screen. Getting bored.
I have nothing to share. But it's saying host
You can't get
disabled.
any video.
It's telling me you're the host. You enable us.
Okay. It's not allowing me to let you guys. It's denying.
It's denying.
How comes it shows you that you are allowed? Because let me see. It's actually saying enabled. Try sharing and see if it works.
Okay, I'm going to try. It has refused.
Actually showing share screen. It's allowed. Okay, you can now share. Try sharing and see. Has it accepted? Can you try sharing?
So you guys should suggest and I put. Condolence. Are you guys seeing it?
Yep.
So what should I play?
America's Got Talent.
Oh, okay.
Got talent. Okay, fine. Do you know we're actually 4 people remaining?
So that means you searched Buridita.
Yeah.
Who is Mbezi? And who is Technospark 7?
So you guys suggest?
The first one. That one with the person down.
The person down?
No, like. Anyway, let's watch that one. Sam.
Shani. Shanice.
It's frozen.
Yeah. Pardon?
It's now moving.
Shanice.
So you guys seeing it?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Shanice.
I do not have my energy.
Shanice.
Yeah.
You know that Mr. Something guy? Report to the DM and I tell you. Just not as here laughing. Hey. Let me first switch on my phone. Okay. Just to know. I wish I even took a screenshot of that chat. You guys, the host
Shanice,
is
is that
ending
video
the meeting.
playing that side?
Yeah.
No.
You guys, the host is ending the meeting.
Hannah?
No way.
My battery is
Yes,
low.
please.
You guys, I'm ending the meeting.
Wait. Hannah.
No.
My
Yes.
battery is low.
Auntie Hannah should
charging.
send her number.
Shanice, are you?
My number?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Send it in the chat. You and Condolence.
What numbers? Oh, okay. Hold up. This is Wilder. This voice sounds like Wilder's. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Has also the other one whom you want sent?
Not yet.
Okay. Please hurry. My tab is the battery is low and I need to charge.
I should send.
Shanice on. So should I end?
As she said.
I don't know. I don't know. Whom are you waiting for to send?
Where is Hannah?
You guys, I'm going to end the meeting. I end?
Yeah, you can end.
Okay.